One more. And marching it out. Monday, pull that energy out of the floor. As much mental as it is physical. And 4, 3, 2, push it down. Last 4, 3, 2, reach it forward, reach and pull, pull. Use your back. Last 4, 3, 2, half jacks, reach it up. Last 4, 3, 2, nice big windmills. Reaching tall, reach to the sky. One more, and then we're gonna go backwards, thumb up. Keep your head up in line with your spine. 2, 1. Arm coming overhead, reaching with your waistline. Obliques bending. Three, 2, switch sides, reach. Last 3, 2, 1, bring the heels up, squeeze. Getting a nice stretch on the front as you squeeze the back of the thigh. 4, 3, 2, high knees, level pelvis. 4, 3, 2, toe taps. And step it back, heel taps. Keeping everything limber. 4, 3, 2, switch feet. And step it back. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's start with our stepping routine. Bring our heart rate up a little bit. All the way around your step is clear. So heart rate and coordination right off the bat. All right, stepping it up and down. Use those arms to help. It's like when we use them to jump, our arms from the shoulders really give us power. One more, switch feet. Last 2. 1, step, step, open the door. Step, step, open. Keeping your body tall as you step down so you don't tip over down the stairs. One more. Up and over sideways. Up, up, down. You can do your step hop. You can do your arms with your step hop. Whatever you want to get that heart rate up. One more. And we'll stop on top. Stepping wide. Center. Keep your body centered. Not letting myself tip outside of my feet. One more, tap it back, tap, tap. Last 4, 3, 2, switch feet going wide, center. Two, 1. We're gonna tap back slow, super slow. We go about super slow, 4 times. And I'm trying to find that next step down behind me. Controlled. 1 more. Good. And then forward facing, jump or step down and stomp. Jump up or step. High arms. And this is power from your core and your shoulders. Pulls you right off the floor. Let's do 2 more. Coming down, you can practice your walking downstairs or downhill. Stepping down, forward facing. Tall. All of your muscles are controlling and helping your spine stay tall. Then bring the weights up. Push it up. And bring it down. I'm going a little bit lighter today. I forgot to mention that. I'm going a little bit lighter for some of our work here. As we're going to be working our deltoids. So I'm going medium weight. And my medium weight is increasing because my heavy weight is increasing. So you really need to have like a whole stack of weights. Different weights, different weight amounts. Let's go for 1 more. Push and lower. Good. Roll the shoulders. Okay, rear delt row. This is a bent over row with my back, my deltoids, which are up here in my shoulders. So I want to be bent over. When I get to the top, I want my elbows wide and my hands right beneath them, okay? So this is, I can start here so I know where I'm ending. Really control your core. Abs pulled in, shoulders up, so you're not bent over here, okay? Really pull it up so you're using your back muscles as well. And then I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna pull up, weights right under my elbows, and down. So again, just my arms are moving through that shoulder socket, but my shoulders are not dipping. Beautiful form, you guys. Working right across those shoulders. Abs staying tight. Bring them in, using them to blow, nice big blow. One more. And release. Okay, we're gonna do a deadlift squat. Now we've kind of done two different kinds of deadlifts. So just showing you the difference between the regular deadlift is more straight knees and I'm bending at the hips, keeping everything tall. Okay, this is my regular deadlift. Working everything from pretty much my lower back down into my legs. This is my regular, okay? Squat deadlift is keeping my weights to the sides of my thighs, and I'm gonna squat down to get lower to the floor. Okay, so these are the ones we're doing today. Squatting down, bottom back, keep those knees behind the toes, head up, and then you're gonna pull. Pulling your knees back and tightening your glutes at the same time to stand up and lift that weight. Building your whole back side of your body. Pull. So right here, glutes have given way and my lower back is working, and then my glutes take over. The lower back is tight, glutes take over. Your flexors are tight, abs take over. Two more, make it all in your hips and knees. My upper back is staying tall, my upper back is still in the same position when I stand as it is when I come down. And pull. All right. We're gonna do that rear delt raise combo. So 3 different directions with our arms coming out. I'm gonna be hinged at my hips. Again, nice tall spine. My whole core has to work. My back muscles are working, my abs are working, shoulders are staying back, head is staying up. My whole upper body is working to keep me in this position. Okay, so I'm going to start with my weights, with my back of my hand forward, working the back of your shoulders. I'm going to swing it up and back down. Pinkies leading. Pinkies to the ceiling and back down. Control your core, don't let yourself bobble over as you're lifting. Keep it very tall in the spine. And then you're working the backs of your shoulders. That's why I'm going lighter. One more. Good. Okay, same stance. I'm going to go out diagonally and back down. Beautiful. Using the back of your shoulders. Don't let yourself bobble forward, so your body has to control. Keep your head up in line. Lift. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, Okay, so I'm going light enough that I can do these without having to flip myself over. Or letting the weight flip me over, whatever is going on there. One more. The body throws in these compensations that oftentimes we don't even notice, right? You're here, you're steady, and then all of a sudden you're here. And you're not feeling it. So really notice. That's why mirrors are so important. So that you see what you're doing. All right, last one, we're going to be flipping our hands around. So we're going to be going thumb end first as we lift. This one has always been the hardest one for me. Right, thumb end, out. Control your spine. Blow. Inhale. Control your core. Especially this one, you want to just tip over. Two more. Last one. Woo! All right, you're building yourself for those rings, right? The ring routines where you're holding your body out here in your iron cross and you're flipping back and forth and your shoulders don't tear because they have full rotation. So that's what we're working on. Just keep building. Just keep strengthening so they don't get injured. All right. All right, let's go to our side lunges while we're holding our weights. I'm going to hold my weights right against my body so they're part of my body weight. This makes it harder for me to hold my spine tall because when I land, I want to kind of fall over. I'm going to keep it very tall. Control your core as you land. Okay? Control the core. Abs pulled in, shoulders staying back. Wide hip, bottom back. So I'm thinking about I'm holding my grandchild or I'm holding my eggs in my grocery bag and I don't want to drop it. I have to be controlling my upper body as I find my safe stance after I just tripped. Okay. And again, a lot of this is mental. My mental says I'm not going to fall. I'm just going to catch myself. So therefore, I'm not looking at the floor and I'm not putting my hands down. Keeping it tall. Catching everything in my hips and legs. Beautiful, two more, keep your eyes forward, forward facing. Last one. All right, so as part of the game is keeping my eyes forward facing. I know I'm landing. I know I'm safe. I'm gonna begin with standing on one foot, keeping everything tall, lifting the other knee up and holding. Right here, I'm using my mind, my conscious mind to say I'm staying tall, I'm holding myself steady. Once you get this, you can start kind of working your arms. Give you a distraction. Like when I talk, I'm distracting because I'm having to think something different than what I'm doing. Keep that knee up there. One more. So you start noticing if your mind gets distracted, your knee starts to fall because you're focused on this and not your knee. We're kind of multitasking in our brain. All right, other leg. Abs pulled in, standing glute nice and tight. Shoulders back. I'm looking forward at the wall, not at the floor. Find that level pelvis, high knee, and then work the arms if you want to add. Nice and tall, keep it tall. One more, and down. All right. Next one, we're gonna start with 1 foot out wider, hands on the back of our head. We're gonna be lifting this knee as high as we can and then doing a elbow to the knee. So instead of trying to do this and bring the knee up, stay tall in the core, bring the knee up as high as you can, and then bend toward it. So you're keeping that balance as you bring the leg up higher. And you're getting a nice oblique crunch there. One more. You guys have awesome balance. I'm not seeing anybody tip over. That's really huge. All right, other side. Bring that leg out first. Practice a couple times. Just the leg. And then give it that crunch. They try to keep your body tall. So you're not bending over, rolling. Keep it tall. Side crunch. One more. Beautiful. I'm feeling that right in your obliques. Getting so hard to challenge you guys. You just keep doing it. Okay, we're gonna stand with our legs slightly wider apart for stability. Core tall, abs pulled in, glutes engaged. I'm just gonna bring my hands together in front of me. Now pay attention when you did that. Did you do this? Keep it tall, shoulders back. I'm just bringing my hands together. Abs pulled in. Right. We're gonna rotate on the waistline. So I wanna focus on keeping my hips forward as my upper body rotates. You're gonna feel a lot of pressure right in this outer hip to hold you there and center. Other side, hold you there and center. So you're not allowing your body, your hips to swivel, okay? New word, swivel. Twist and swivel. Holding the hip forward so I'm feeling that pressure through my obliques to twist me. They have to stretch and bend and do stuff to twist my body. Okay, we're gonna go to doubles. So we're gonna go twist, twist, center. Bounce, bounce, center. Giving that added little bouncy pressure into that hip and still not allowing it to twist. Feeling that waistline just getting strong. Okay, this is a good one for tennis, right? You gotta be able to control that racket and not let the ball hit the racket and then tip you over. And then you're stopping center. So when I have my wide arms, I'm using my back, my chest, and my arms and shoulders. So I've got a lot working with me. Pull your abs in, tighten your glutes. And then before you start to push yourself up, squeeze those shoulders back toward each other. So you're like spring loading those back muscles. And you can go to your knees or your toes. Keeping those abs pulled in. So you have a nice plank body to push up. And then lead with your chest coming back down. Keep your head up in line with your spine. The whole time. I'm not letting my head dip forward. Beautiful. If you want to go to your feet, you just put your toes down, straight legs, pull those shoulders back, below. Nice plank body. I'm not snaking up and down. Really practice pulling those shoulders back and see what that does for you. I find it an amazing thing. Right, spring loading, and then they're nice and ready to go. One more. And down. All right, I've also shown you before that to build strength, you can also start at the top and slowly lower yourself down. It really tears all those muscle fibers, makes them have to build. All right, the eccentric movement, they call it. You can look that up, eccentric movements, and it'll show you why that works. Okay. Next, we're gonna be in a high plank with our dumbbells. You can just hold it there if you like. Or you can add your row, your renegade row. I don't know why they call it renegade. I have to look up what renegade even means. All right. All right, so I'm already setting my shoulders. My abs are pulled up, my hips are level. I'm gonna step back into a high plank. And I wanna make sure that I'm over my weights so that when I'm not back here. So when I lift one out from under me, my other shoulder doesn't collapse. Gotta keep it very strong. You can go wider feet if you want to, that helps with balance. And then lift and lower. Other side, lift and lower. Keep working on keeping your abs straight down to the floor. You're gonna feel those abs working. Support your whole body, stay up, away from the floor. Hips high. Don't let your hips sink. More. Right. I'm going lighter so I can do more. Really focus on that. Your body's staying over the floor so you're not rotating as you lift. It's just gonna build this core way faster and stronger. So hold it there. All right. Let's get rid of these. We're gonna go lie on our back. I'm gonna open my window because I'm hot. I don't like being hot. All I never do that hot yoga, it would kill me. Literally. All right. We're gonna go to our beginner jackknife. I'm keeping my ribs all the way down to my hips on the floor. So the goal is to be able to lift my upper body, reaching my arms forward toward my legs. And then I can have either my knees up or I can have them come out. I'm gonna pull it forward. And then I can just lie back down, pull it forward. Initiate from the abs, keeping that pelvis level as you're moving those legs. You can come up farther, keep that pelvis level, abs engaged, pull it in, take it out, pull it in, initiating with the abs. Moving your shoulders forward and your knees back, abs working. You can come out wide with your arms if you want to. Use up more space. Whatever you want to do with those arms. You're really pulling it forward, so making everything squishier, crunch together. Bring it out. We'll do one more. And rest. Trying to initiate both ends with my abs working and everything else staying as level as possible. All right. Good one to practice. Over our break. Everything is good to practice. Right. We're gonna lie on our side. Part of this is just our floor agility, being able to roll over, get on your back, get on your front, get up and down, right? Very important as we age. Well, for any age, but as we age, it's important to stay agile, be able to get up and down from the floor. Right. We're gonna lie on our side. Our bottom leg can be bent in the front, so it helps us keep from rolling. Our top leg is gonna be straight, so from the shoulder, hip, knee, foot, all in a row. So my hips are forward, they're not bent backward. Hip forward. All right, I'm gonna lift my leg with my foot flexed forward. I'm gonna lift my leg so I'm working the side of my leg, back down. Watch that your foot doesn't rotate. Okay, a lot of people, they get to the top and they rotate the toe up. That's working the front of my leg now instead of the side. Really focus on that. Warm is everything on your leg lifts, okay? Because it's gonna determine which one of those muscles around near your hips is working. Working right up the side. I'm gonna do one more. Good. Now we're gonna take this same leg and we're gonna bring it forward, 90 degrees forward. It's right in front of your hip. And you're still on the side of your hip, so you're not rolling. Keep yourself on your side. And we're gonna lift straight up. Keep that foot flexed and back down. So this leg you want in front. Staying in front, don't let it droop backwards. Keep it in front and down. Working these very important side glutes. And then just lifting as high as you can without rolling your body. I find it a lot easier to do these lying down than when we're trying to do them standing up. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Wow, I'm feeling those. Whew. Feeling that right up here through your glutes. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. Now, front leg can be bent so you're not rolling around. Got your balance. Even lying on our side on the floor, you have to balance. Right? Or you roll. Foot flexed, lift, lower. Always using full range. Last one. Good. Then I'm going to come forward. Hold yourself so you're not rolling forward or backward. And lift and lower. So I'm steadying myself on my hand to keep me from rolling. My left side is much weaker than my right side. I'm noticing over time. Really work it. Really focus on your weaker side. Make it work. Your weak link is the thing that's going to slow you down. One more. And down. Good. All right. Okay, we're going to lie on our back. Woo. You just have your hands next to your hips. I'm going to have my feet down. We got our want my feet down, level pelvis, aligned spine. I'm just going to lift one leg at a time without letting anything else move. One knee up at a time. Now, if you want to make it harder for yourself, you can pick your feet off the floor, keep that pelvis level, and lift one up at a time. Okay. Ooh, that adds a lot of difficulty. To not have that foot to push off of. This is why I couldn't do the aerial acrobatics. It's because you don't have anything to push off of. That changes your life. To be just in the air. It was too life-changing for me. I can't do it. One more on each leg. Good. Okay, last thing. I'm going to keep my hands under my hips. That just helps me keep my pelvis level. But as you get stronger in the pelvis, try to remove your hands. So you're really building all the muscles around it. Okay. We're going to have one leg straight up. We're going to have one leg straight out. We're going to rotate. This is going to be the rotate all the way wide. And bring it up. Really focus on your pelvis not moving. So it's staying nice and solid. Abs are staying nice and tight the whole time. So you can rotate through the hip socket without your whole abs and pelvis losing control. You want to keep those straight knees, make the whole leg move. You're working your core. Controlling the core as those legs move. Try for 4 more. Last 2. 1. Rest. Beautiful. All right. Align your spine to the floor for a moment. Back of your head on the floor, open airway down to your belly. Shoulders pulled back to the floor. Shoulders pulled back. Then you can let your arms release. Make sure your shoulders are down and open chest. Then your rib cage is pushed down. So you're level down to your pelvis and your pelvis is level. And then just breathe for a minute. Deep breathing. Just really feel that nice flat back. Okay, feet slightly wider than your hips. We're going to rotate those knees to one side. You can turn your head the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale. Inhale. Almost exhaling with the stretch. Helping your body relax. Good, bring it to center, pull those knees back. Releasing your lower back. As big or small as you want. Throw any stress at the bottom. Any tightness. That's one, blow it out. And then we're going to inhale. And again. One more.